You're watching Central Illinois' best source for news and weather. WAND News at 4 starts now.
The race for a vaccine now at 4, what a possible approval of a COVID-19 vaccine would mean for Illinois. Plus, the battle for the title of Macon County Sheriff. A live look at the trial happening right now, the ballots under consideration. Happening now first at 4, the race for a vaccine in the United States. The FDA hearing arguments on whether or not to approve Pfizer's vaccine. It would be the first authorized for emergency use in the United States. Let's get straight to WAND Don Sterling with the very latest on the meeting happening now. Don.
Yeah, Chris, you know what? Right now you can see here they are meeting. A panel of advisors to the FDA are meeting to discuss this vaccine. The panel will give the recommendation to the FDA. The emergency approval for Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine could come at any time now. This is a live look at that hearing. With authorization, the medicine will immediately move from a plant in Michigan to hospitals and distribution centers across the country. The early doses are expected to go to frontline medics and then those facing the highest risks. Now it comes down to this advisory panel.
Our plan is to take their recommendations into account for our decision making and make a decision shortly thereafter.
As soon as it is approved, the nation's first doses could ship as early as tomorrow. But again, they have been meeting all day and we have not heard yet. WAND News continues to monitor this FDA hearing. And when a decision is made, we will send an alert directly to your phone. Just be sure you have the WAND News app updated. Chris?
Don, thank you. Illinois is set to get 109,000 doses of that vaccine if approved. 23,000 of them will go to Chicago. The remaining 86,000 will go to the rest of the state and regional hospital hubs. Governor Pritzker and health officials are optimistic. The state still has not seen a Thanksgiving surge. They warn we are not out of the woods, and we won't be until those vaccinations are widespread.
I cannot overstate how preliminary this progress is. We are at a time of year when traditional gatherings are usually abundant, and because of the severity of this pandemic, it's really never been more important not to do so. So mask up, keep your distance, and plan smaller, more intimate holidays this year with members of your household. It's the best thing that we can do to show each other that we care during this unusual holiday season.
Health officials encourage people to obtain credible medical information regarding vaccines and COVID-19. 196 more people died statewide in the past 24 hours. More than 11,000 cases were reported. The state's positivity rate is at 9.5%. And for the very latest on COVID-19, you can find it on WANDTV.com. Across Illinois, many funeral homes say they're struggling to keep up with the soaring number of COVID-19 deaths. Spencer Leak runs a funeral home business that has been in his family for more than 80 years. These days, he's swamped trying to keep up with the number of COVID-related deaths. His funeral home has hired more workers, and they've had to purchase more cars because of the demand in services.
I did not want to be busy like we are because of this virus.
Now, funeral directors nationwide also say they are seeing very similar increases. Happening right now, the trial for the Macon County Sheriff's race recount. You're taking a live look at the courtroom where this is all going on. This all stems from the 2018 race between now Sheriff Tony Brown and Lieutenant Jim Root. The judge, as you can see happening right now, going ballot by ballot, they're trying to decide which votes should count, which ones should. Now, all of this is boiling down to just 26 votes. In 2018, Brown won by just 1 vote. Some developing news now. Everyone okay after an Amtrak train slammed into an SUV. This is video from the scene. It happened on Old State Route Road near US 45 around 10 o'clock this morning. Mattoon police say the driver went around the safety arms. The driver was ticketed for disobeying traffic signals. A 25-year-old woman was killed in a crash on I-55 this morning. It happened near Springfield and the exit 100. Troopers say she went into the median, rolled, and then was thrown from her car. A semi then hit her car. The woman's name has not been released. In Springfield, police are investigating a series of Cadillac converter thefts. They were stolen from car dealers, church parking lots, and storage units. This happened in October and November. Trucks, vans, and motorhomes were the main targets. Anyone with information is asked to call the Springfield Police Department. Charities in need. The pandemic putting a number of the nation's charities on life support. Nationwide, the Salvation Army says it has seen a 155% increase in the people they are serving. Donations from Red Kettle drives are expected to be cut in half, so the Salvation Army is asking you to help if you can.
We're inviting people to go and to volunteer at their local Salvation Army, to perhaps take a few more decorations off of our angel trees to provide presents for children.
Now get this, a Lawn Starter survey found out of 155 cities nationwide, Aurora and Chicago are some of the most generous. Rankings were based on things like volunteering rates and the need for shelters and food banks. Happening right now, a live look at the Ellipse Park outside of the White House. Hanukkah starts today and the 41st annual ceremony lighting of the Hanukkah menorah is underway. Hanukkah is observed for 8 days and nights. Taking it to the courts right after the break, the battle for the presidency continues. Plus a recall warning, the antidepressant drug being recalled due to a company's mix-up.